Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about narcissists and how they gain supply at work. So as you know, narcissists are most likely going to do jobs that involve interacting with people. They're going to have jobs that come with admiration. For example, if there may be a gym instructor or maybe a yoga teacher or maybe an entertainer, even though it's a job and they get paid for it, people are going to be interacting with them. They are actually able to copy people, copy what they do, what they say, how they move. And this is why work is good for the narcissist, okay? So if you do see a narcissist who is actually at work, working as a CEO, a director, you know, some kind of job with authority or some kind of job where they're self-employed, then understand that because they can't have a boss, because they need to be in control and they need to be able to be with people, interact with people, and it's a good supply, you know, meeting lots of people, helping people. So for example, let's just say this person is a female narcissist and she's a yoga instructor. People are going to feel good after that yoga session and they are actually going to, you know, give the yoga teacher presents. They're going to give them gifts and say, thank you for helping me, my health has changed, and yoga teacher feels special, buy them flowers, and they love that because they get supply from that. Not only do they get paid, they love that job because people look up to them. If that yoga teacher is conducting a beginner's class, remember this yoga teacher is a professional. She knows how to, she's very flexible and she knows how to move her body. She knows how to do certain poses that a beginner at first won't be able to do. So the beginners are going to look up to the yoga instructor and be like, oh my God, how do you do that? It's so amazing. And it's just going to give them all the supply that they need. If it's an entertainer, then obviously people are going to be trying to take photos with them. People are going to try and do VIPs with them, trying to get in a VIP room with them. People are going to be paying for tickets to meet them, and they're going to love it because they get narcissistic supply from their fans. They get the groupies, you know, they get the interviews, especially if they are a talented, gifted narcissist and they are in the entertainment business. You know, their work is great and everyone says their work is great and everyone believes it, and then they get the highest amount of narcissistic supply from that, and then it makes them even more grandiose, it makes them even more cocky, and they just feel like they can do whatever they want. That's when it gets to their head, and then before you know it, women or men are popping out the woodwork saying this particular artist, you know, abused me, they punched me. Even right now, I'm not going to mention anyone in particular, but there's a few artists that their girlfriends have come out with black eyes and with stories and are doing documentaries about how they have been abused and how nobody believes them because of who they are, because of how much money they have. These abusers even pay the victims 20k, 30k to be quiet, and then they come back and abuse them again. It gets worse, okay? But they do use their job. It could be a regional area manager where they help people grow their business, where they help people by training them. And the amount of supply they get from that is absolutely mind-blowing. This is why a narcissist couldn't do boring jobs. If that narcissist was to be a security guard and he works by himself for 12 hours, he couldn't do that job because there's no one to interact with, there's no one to give them narcissistic supply, and their own thoughts are going in their mind and it will actually turn them crazy by doing that. This is why they have to do jobs which means interacting with people, okay? And when you understand that, you know, they get supply from different places. So obviously they're going to have a girlfriend or a few girlfriends at home or a few guys at home. Obviously they get narcissistic supply from their kids. Obviously they get it from different places. But, you know, work is your second home. And that's reason why they are very careful about what industry they get into. Okay, they're very selective about what they want to do and what they can stay in. You see a narcissist that is actually in a job and has been in that job for a very long time, just believe that they love the supply that comes with it. They love the money that comes with it. They love, maybe they get groupies, whatever it is. Maybe they meet different types of women. You know, there's one narcissist that I knew who worked in a food shop because it was very busy, and the way it was located, there were so many beautiful girls, different races, different sizes, shapes that would come in. So he's always in contact with different types of women. Whereas if he was to work somewhere else, he wouldn't be in contact with these women, okay? So even if it's low level, like serving in a restaurant or serving in a food spot, it all depends on the type of customers that is coming into that establishment. If the customers are way out of their league and they will never be able to be in the same places as these people, they're going to stay at this job for a very long time. So please believe that they do get supply at work. Now, let's just go back to when they are in a good position, a good establishment, where they get very high levels of narcissistic supply. So when they come home to their wife, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their head starts to inflate. Their head starts to get big, where they forget that this is at home now. This is not at work. You may be a director at work, but at home you're a husband and you have a newborn baby. So you need to transition from that director into a husband and to a dad. They don't know when to transition. They don't want to, and they're not going to transition. They are the boss. They are the director, they are this big entertainer, and they're going to bring that at home. It doesn't matter that you might need help with the baby. You might need help with some cleaning. Cleaning? Why are you asking a director? Why are you asking an entertainer to clean? They feel like they are too good to do normal things in life. They are too good to clean. They are too good to cook. Even people who are very, very wealthy, now and then they want to cook because they want to be able to put a dish together that they made. The narcissists don't want to do that. They feel like they're too good for anyone and everyone, and this is why they have many supplies, okay? So they have a work wife, they have a work husband, and maybe their work wife or their work husband is making them lunch at work. They will use that against you. They will say, oh, this woman at work keeps making me lunch. So then you start cooking, you start competing with a woman that you've never even seen, that you don't even know. This could be total lies, or this could be the truth. But either way, they use the supply, they use the people against the people at home. Or it could be the other way around. They can get their wife or their husband to make them lunch for work every single day. So they bring it to work. Look at what my wife made. Look at what my husband made me. So then the work husband or the work wife wants to outdo the wife, wants to outdo the husband. It could be a thing where the wife makes, you know, the narcissist some lunch. Maybe it's not the best lunch. Maybe it's just a sandwich. That work wife will be like, your wife only gave you a sandwich today. Let me take you out for lunch. So then they always have supply. They've always got people feeding them. They've always got people fighting over them. And that just gives them such a high. They get a high knowing that, you know, the wife is at home cooking and cleaning, looking after the baby. And there's another woman at work who's trying to take that woman's place. So please understand, they do get supply from work. If the narcissist that you know, or that you knew doesn't want to work, maybe it's just that that job is not the job that gives them enough narcissistic supply. Remember, they love people, they're addicted to people, so they have to meet and interact with a large amount of people to feel good, to feel worthy within themselves. If you like this video, please hit that like button, please comment and subscribe, and I will see you for my next video.